Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack. Today we are going to be making washi tape. Yes, washi tape. Stars and stripes washi tape. So we'll see you in a minute. Let's get this party started. Alright you guys, we're back. And what we've got today is we've got some double-sided tape. And I will add in the description below or below that way, whichever way it is, the link to the double-sided tape that I got. Dollar Tree does carry this, but it's usually really narrow. We did get our napkins from the Dollar Tree, and we got some bandanas, and today we're going to be making washi tape. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our we're going to make washi tape two different ways. We're going to open up our napkins and pull out one. Okay, and we'll set the rest of them to the side. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take and separate our napkin, because it's 2-ply and we only need one of them. And we're going to save this other piece because we could use it for something else. Okay, and then this is the back side of our napkin, and this is the front side of our napkin. Okay, now I'm going to set this over here to the side for now. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it back over with the right side facing down, and I'm going to take my double-sided tape and I'm going to start peeling it open. And let me move over here where y'all can see, and I'm going to start laying it down on my napkin and just press it down, and I'm going to go all the way down the edge of my napkin. And you can make this as long as you want it. And then what I'm going to do is you could do one of two things. You could take and tear the edge of it and have the torn edge look, the tattered look, which is what I'm going to do for the first one. And I just carefully put one finger on the tape and one finger on the edge of it, and the edge of that tape kind of helps it tear, and it gives it a tattered look. And you just keep going all the way down the edge. Now I didn't cut it off here because I want to make this washi tape longer, and when you turn it over, that's what it looks like. Okay, and so now we've got that tattered edge, and we're going to take our tape and open it back up. And here's where we stopped with the last one. And we're going to open it up. And let me make sure I'm in the camera viewing range. Now I'm going to lay it back down, and I want that torn edge to be on both sides. So I'm going to go in just a little bit on this, and then I'm going to lay it down. Okay. And then I'm going to come back and do the same thing I just did. Now if I want to end my washi tape here, I can. But then I want to keep it a little bit longer. And I'm going to just go through and do the torn edge look again. You can cut this with a pair of scissors. And voila, we have our washi tape. And this right here, this line right here is showing up because that's where the fold was of the thing. Now if you wanted to stop here, you could, or you can keep going. Now I'm going to do one more just to show y'all how this one's done. I'm going to open it back up, and I'm going to lay it down at where I ended the last one, and I'm going to run it all the way to the edge, and then I'm going to press it down. And this time I'm going to cut it so that I can show y'all it can be cut. Can y'all see? No, y'all can't see. Okay, let me get back up here in the picture. Okay, so I'm taking my scissors and I'm gonna just cut along this edge. Me, I prefer the tattered look because I just like that. But you can cut along this edge really straight, or you can cut out like I did right there. It doesn't matter. It's all about crafting and having fun. Now what I'm going to do is cut this off at the end of my napkin. And now I have my beautiful washi tape. And I'm going to just take and roll it up. And you could wrap this around a pill bottle or whatever you wanted to wrap it around to save it. And that's washi tape done one way. Now I'm going to show you washi tape done another way. Now I'm going to just clip this and put it to the side, and I'll have my little roll ready for the next time. So I'm going to put this napkin up because I don't want to discard it, because it's got, I'm going to go back and put some stripes in mine, and we'll put that to the side. Now we're going to take a bandana and we're going to make washi tape out of fabric. I just thought these bandanas were beautiful, and so I just couldn't pass them up. I don't know why, I just couldn't. I'm gonna pull off this bandana thing, and I'm gonna save it because it's nice thick cardboard, and this will work really good and junk journaling. So I'm gonna set that to the side in my little box. Now what I'm going to do with my bandana is I'm going to take one of them, and it's got all this beautiful Happy 4th of July and all of that on there, and I'm going to take and lay it out one layer thick. Now I'm going to flip it over to the wrong side and have the wrong side laying down, and I'm going to take my double-sided tape and I'm going to go along the edge over here, and I'm going to put it down and I'm going to press it into it. And I didn't go all the way against the edge because that has a sewed edge right there, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. So I am going to cut this one off, and I'll show you why. So now we have the right side over here and the wrong side here. Now I'm going to cut on the wrong side, and I'm going to cut about 1/8 of an inch away from that, and I'm going to kind of run my scissors along that and let it just, because my scissors are sharp, and it will make an edge on there for me, and I don't have to open and shut, open and shut, open and shut. And I'm not worried about whether it's cut it straight or whether it's got too close or whatever. So I'm going to take the rest of my material, put it to the side. Now I'm going to go down this other side, and I want to get rid of that edge that's on that. If you want to leave that, that's fine, but I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm going to run my scissors along here doing the same thing I did before and get rid of that edge of the sewn part. And I'm going to show you why I'm going to do that. So let me get down here, get all this cut off. All this edge cut off. And I'm not worrying about whether it cut it straight or whatever. Usually I am, because I'm so OCD. It really matters to me. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to make sure it's pressed down onto my glue strip even more. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along here and I'm going to start pulling the edges of it. And this is the reason why I didn't care whether it was fancy or not, and I'm going to fray out some of those little edges on there because I just want this to have that frayed edge look. I'll pull those little strings out and it'll draw it up, but I'll just press it right back out. And then I have my beautiful frayed washi tape out of a piece of material. This came from the Dollar Tree, this bandana, and I got 2 of them for $1. And the like I said, they do have this double-sided tape, but it's really narrow. You could use 2 strips of it down here to make a wide piece like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap it around my fingers and wrap it up. And I'm going to use it in my junk journal adventures as I go. So, now we've done washi tape 2 different ways. Sticky stuff over there. And I'm going to make me about a 1-inch strip. Like this. And you'll see that I'm making like a little Z fold on each one of them. And I'm just slowly gathering that up, which this may be the easier way for some people to do it, to get more uniform folds. And this is what it looks like when you open it up, and then when you fold it back up, it's like this, and it's got little ruffles all the way through it, just like that. Okay, and let me finish folding the rest of it. And you don't have to be neat. Your folds you can kind of curve it if you want to. Now, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to turn it over on the opposite side, and I'm going to take my tape, and the sticky side is under here. So I'm going to lay all of my folds down nice and straight, or where everything's folded. Let me get it all folded for you. And kind of hold it in place. See how I got that? And I'm going to take my tape and stick it down here and move my fingers out of the way. And as I get to the other end, I'm just doing that. And look at there. You've got a beautiful paper ruffle on tape already. And it's already folded. You can use this side and stick it up underneath a card. Like if this was your card, you could take and stick it under there and have it sticking out. Or if this was the top side of your card, you could have it along the top of your card, just like this. See, like this? Or stick it under there and let it peek out underneath your card. Those are different ways that you can make your own washi tape and washi ruffles. I call them washi ruffles. These are washi ruffles, and they don't have to be perfect. It's all about crafting and enjoying yourself as you craft. Okay? Okay, we're going to take our little book page and we're going to tear off 1 inch. Just like this. And then I'm going to get rid of this end because it's blank. Put it to the side, and I'm going to fold this paper up into a Z type. See how I'm folding that? And this is what it looks like from the back, and this is what it looks like from the front. And I'm just folding it up. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can kind of curve if you want it to, because then it makes a prettier thing. And I'm going to show you that when you curve it, you make it smaller at the top and wider at the bottom, and it makes your ruffle curve like that one. See how this end did that curve? You make the top a wider fold and less of a fold down here at the bottom, and it'll make a curve. We can go back here and do that over here on this end as well. We'll just make our curve at the bottom, not so much, and then it looks like this. See how you got it like that? Now, to make this so that it turns into washi tape and you're not having to do any sewing, if you don't have a sewing machine, this is how you can do it. And then you take your double-sided tape and you just stick it to the back of it and you press it down, and then before you get over here to the end, you peel that off or tear it off, and then you've got a ruffled washi tape. And then you can take and stick it on a card like this, or you could take and stick it underneath a card and have it sticking out like this. It's up to you what you want to do, but this is ruffled washi tape. And we hope you've enjoyed this episode of the Crafty Art Shack. See you later.
Hi y'all, it's Charlene from the Crafty Art Shack, and we're here today because we're going to make washi tape. What are we going to make it out of, Charlene? Well, we'll find out in just a minute, so let's get this party started. We're here today at the Crafty Art Shack, and that did not go the way I wanted it to. We're here today. Of course we're here.